Welcome, everybody, to episode 10 of season 2 of Gameshow Speak Podcast. I'm your host, your main man, Dr. Pittman, and joining me, as always, my co-captain, Michael Bombardier.
Hello, once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Gameshow Speak Podcast. Glad to have all Game Show fanatics here with us once again. Get your hands on your buzzers. We got some topics for you. And also with us, this is our other co-host, and the main man himself, Sir Turd Ferguson.
Yes, I'm here, and I have signed a waiver of liability for what may come out of my mouth tonight.
All right. So,
get your hands on your buzzers.
Let me share my screen. Sorry, guys, I was held up. I had to do something with fam. Whew.
That's all right.
All right, here we go. Sharing my screen so y'all can see what's popping on.
Oh, by the way, Dante, there are no topics on the headline.
First up. Okay, you want?
No topics on the headline tonight.
Okay.
So you got it from here, except for the food
right.
chain. Except for the food chain.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Netflix's answer to Survivor. Netflix has released the first trailer for its unscripted survival series Outlast, which will premiere March 10th. The new format of the competition will see 16 lone wolves battle each other and the elements for a chance to win $1 million. The catch here is no one can work alone and there's no voting out someone. Rather, the only way to get out is to give up. As the tagline of the series aptly summarized, the enemy isn't Mother Nature, it's human nature. The trailer sees the contestants weathering a chilly fall in Alaska and putting their survival skills to the test. The rules are easy. You have to survive as a team or you go home with nothing. The clip sees various moments from the upcoming series of bonds of friendships forming, as well as people going up against each other and verbally battling it out. Many are going to give up as we see them shooting flares, which seems like a sign of backing out.
Okay, this makes no sense. Where's the voting out nature of it? No voting out. That makes no sense.
Yeah,
that's what
I wouldn't see this show. I wouldn't see this show lasting long.
That's what I like about reality TV: the eliminations.
Yeah, and I think taking them out was a bad idea. All right, Turd, your thoughts on all this?
For a minute you started to explain it, and I was like, dang, this is sounding a little bit like Weakest Link. And then I was like, what? No eliminations? Screw that. I'm with Michael.
That don't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
Kind of ruins the concept.
Agreed.
All right, Claire Byrne to search for Ireland's smartest. RTE's Claire Byrne is due to return to Irish TV screens, as it was confirmed that the presenter has begun filming for a brand new quiz show. The Laos native will be the face of quiz show Ireland's Smartest, which is being filmed in Virgin Media Studios in Ballymount. It will mark the 47-year-old broadcaster's return to television. All right. The Sunday World reported that she is spending this weekend filming the new show at Virgin Media Studios. Despite this, the show will still be broadcasted on RTE. Ireland's Smartest will be a quiz show centered around general knowledge. Claire started recording on Friday afternoon the series and spent most of it yesterday also in the studio. She wraps up her current batch of shows today. Now, I've heard of RTE. I've heard of them. Because I see him everywhere. I don't know what to say about this show.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not gonna.
I think anything that has to do with general knowledge stuff, it's at least piqued my interest a little bit.
All right. Next topic Here is Bar rescued. USA orders another round of Barmageddon. Fresh off a hugely successful inaugural season, USA Network's Barmageddon is coming back for a second round. Blake Shelton and Carson Daly's Barmageddon was USA's best series premiere in almost 3 years in total viewers and strongest in more than 2 years in the 1849 demo. In 7-day delayed viewing, the Barmageddon premiere was the best in USA history for an unscripted series. Season 1 featured celebrity competitors Gwen Stefani, Sheryl Crow, Trace Atkins, Kane Brown, Lil Howie, Malin Ackerman, and more going head-to-head in a series of classic bargains with a twist, including air cannon cornhole, keg curling, drunken axe hole, and sharks, which is Shelton darts. Season 2 promises a fresh crop of iconic celebrity favorites, letting loose in a new set of outrageous games, upping the antics, and intensifying the competition. With no shortage of heckling from Blake and Carson in front of a rowdy crowd, everyone is once again invited to the party at Old Red Nashville. Where'd the turd go?
I don't know what happened to him, but he'll be back. I think he'll be back.
Anyway.
So what are the games again?
Barmageddon.
Drunken what?
Drunken axe hole. Turd's back.
Oh, there.
I apologize. I don't know what happened. I came home and I was like, put my earbud in. I was like, dang it, it disappeared.
I think you refreshed your
we
settings.
just talked about the a new season of Barmageddon.
You know, I actually watched the first season, or quite a few of the episodes of the first season. I thought it was a really cool show.
Yeah, I've seen some clips, and I will agree, it was really good. I can't wait to see a second season.
Yeah.
Michael, have you seen this?
No, I haven't, but I heard that. But I heard it's really awesome.
Okay, so go check it out. Yeah. Now we got to pay a tribute
Sadly,
to Sarah Lane, who portrayed the orphaned frontier girl Elizabeth Granger for 4 seasons on the NBC drama The Virginian. She was 73. She passed away after a 6-year battle with breast cancer. She joined the 1890s Western Force and started with retold to Cleveland in September 1966 alongside 2 other new cast members. Charles Bickford, who played her grandfather, John Granger, the new owner of the Shiloh Ranch, and John Klein, who portrayed her older brother, Stacy Granger. She appeared on 105 episodes of Wyoming Territory set series from March 1970 with James Drury's title character and Doug McNair's Trampas looking after Elizabeth. The Virginian aired 1 final season without her. The oldest of the free kids, Susan Russell Lane, was born in New York on March 12, 1949. Her parents, Rusty Lane and Sarah Anderson, were actors. She and her family moved west when she was 12, and she attended Santa Monica High School. In game shows, she was featured on a week of the Hollywood Squares in 1969.
Good year.
We want to picture. All right, our thoughts and prayers go out to the Lane family at this time. All right. Deal or no deal to return to South Africa. SABC3's espresso presenter Kalega Mambo has been selected to host the revival of Deal or No Deal South America on South America BC1 from the March of 6. Mambo returned to Espresso's presenter ensemble last year following cheating and abuse allegations made by his former partner Monique Muller. The half-hour Deal or No Deal South Africa episodes will see contestants choose which of 20 boxes to open with possible cash prizes ranging from 1 raya to 250,000 raya on weekdays at 1930. All right, repeats will run on weekdays on SABC free at 17:30. Prime Media decided to revive the game show, which lasted for 2 seasons and MEC in 2007, and a version for Southern African countries, which is carried by MultiChoice for DSTV systems outside of South Africa. We are delighted to offer this exciting upbeat show to our audiences, says Lala Duka, head of local content at SABC. While we will be using the winning format that has seen Deal or No Deal become a global broadcasting phenomenon, the show will feature new innovations and be distinctively South African. Every day, a contestant will have an opportunity to win up to 250,000 right here. With electric energy that makes dreams come true in an instant, this is television entertainment at its best.
I'm glad that it's coming back to South Africa, but this is what I don't get.
Tur, what's going on? Hold on, Michael. Tur, what's going on in the background?
Sorry, that was my son. He got excited because I gave him a piece of cheese.
Oh.
Well,
all right, go ahead, Michael. Continue on.
I'm excited that Deal is going back to South Africa, but this is what I don't get. And you may want to follow along on this, Dante. I was watching an Around the World episode of Deal or No Deal, the U.S. version, when they visited South Africa. And you know what? Here's the thing that puzzles me a lot. Where's Ed Jordan? Why didn't you get him back?
That one doesn't interest me. This, however, is pretty good.
All right.
How come you couldn't get Ed Jordan to host the revival when he did the original? Same style as Howie Mandel.
Hey, you know how it is, though, that there's got to be a mutual interest.
That just boggles my mind.
Right.
And how come they're not doing cases in this revival? That's another thing that boggles my mind.
I think they're going to use the box format that the UK is doing.
No. That is hard waiting to happen.
I know that, but how come they're not doing the cases?
I don't know.
How come the boxes are for the cases? That's another thing that boggles my mind. I'm just boggled at this moment.
All right. Amazon orders Twin Love. Amazon Studios has ordered Twin Love, a new dating competition series from ITV Entertainment, hosted by WWE Hall of Famers Brie and Nikki Bella. Twin Love is set to premiere on Prime Video this summer and simultaneously on Amazon Freevee in the US and UK. Simon Thomas, Bernie Schaefer, Katie Rose, and Jessica Nahmias serve as executive producers. Per the official logline, Twin Love is a social dating experiment that explores the love lives of identical twins. 10 sets of twins will be split up and placed into 2 houses of identical casts, where they'll begin a unique and comparing search for love. With double the fun and the dramas, the series will discover if their inherent similarities attend to their romantic desires. When separated from their twin brothers and sisters, some for the first time ever, will they pursue the same identical partners, or will the choices be dramatically different? Lauren Harrison, head of AVOD, original content and unscripted programming at Amazon Studios, notes that the experiment, based on the format created by ITV Studios Netherlands, is like no other reality show on TV, and the Bella sisters make the perfect hosts for this format. Thanks to Brie and Nikki Bella for bringing their personal experience to the series, to our cast for their openness, playfulness, and willingness to be vulnerable, and to the unscripted team at Amazon Studios who championed this series. She said in a statement on Thursday, "Our goal is to help couples find love in a fun, unique way, and we can't wait to share Twin Love with Prime Video and Freevee audiences this summer." Nikki and Brie co-host the Bella's podcast on Sirius XM Stitcher and currently appear on E's Nikki Bella Says I Do. They previously starred on Total Divas and spinoff Total Bellas. In addition, Nikki hosts USA Network's Barmageddon and was a judge on NBC's America's Got Talent Extreme.
Okay, is this the Bachelor Twins edition?
More like Blind Date Twins Edition. Hey, don't disrespect the Bell twins, man.
I know I won't, but the show, but the concept of it is like, no, I just, the concept of it. I think Belle's a great choice, but I'm thinking Bachelor may want to rethink. I'm thinking in terms of competing with the Bachelor, they may want to rethink doing that.
Man, this is basically like Blind Date Twins Edition. That's like, you know, Blind Date with Larger Raj, the host of Camouflage.
Camouflage is underrated.
Hell yeah, it is. Tur, what did you think about all of this?
You know, I mean, I think Nikki Bella did a good job hosting that Barmageddon show that we were talking about previously. So, you know, could see this going either way. You know, this is a little different with it being a dating show. I'm sure it'll be pretty cheesy. You know, and it seems like most of the time you get in those dating shows, they don't really work out long term. So, you know, I'm sure it'll be some interesting viewing for people that kind of like the dramatic shows.
We need to take off.
All right. Sing Again sings again. Sing Again, a Korean singing competition series that's outperformed The Masked Singer and I Can See Your Voice, has landed on the third season on the JTBC network and Discovery Plus. The series, a mix of reality and singing competition beats based around forgotten singers, launched in 2020 to 2021. It achieved ratings 3 times its usual SWAT size in Korea over its 2 seasons, and season 1 peaked with a 10% audience share, a significant number in Korea. That meant it became the top performing music competition show, outscoring the well-traveled Masked Singer and I Can See Your Voice. Sing Again is billed as a splashy and nostalgic singing competition where once celebrated, now forgotten singers get another shot of vocal stardom. Identified only as a number to 8 judges, they could ditch their past and win a second chance at fame based on talent alone. It involves several rounds before one wins $100,000 and a recording contract. It was a super mega hit. Korea has a lot of singing competition shows, but from the first episode, Sing Again beats all others, said Warner Brothers Discovery Korea general manager Ji Young Lee. The format was presented to buyers at the Warner Brothers International Television Production Formats showcase during the London TV screens this morning, where Lee unveiled the recommission. It airs across 20 countries in Asia on Discovery Channel and Discovery Plus. Has scored 37 million views on streaming platform Naver and got more than 15 million hits on YouTube. JTBC's production arm studio Lululala developed the series alongside Discovery prior to the latter's merger with Warner Brothers. So, what do y'all think?
I have not seen it, so I am not going to provide some input on it.
Actually, we're going to have to.
Yeah, I have to say I'm indifferent to that. I don't really have any strong feelings either way.
I got no input for this.
All right. Netflix's Cheat Codes. Cheat is a brand new quiz show launching on Netflix. It was hosted by former EastEnders star Danny Dyer and Ellie Taylor of Ted Lasso fame. Netflix has been a little canny too with the show's title, blending it cheat with a pound sign within it. And that's because there's an awful lot of money, or one guy, as Danny Dyer might say, to be one. Cheat arrives on Netflix on Wednesday, March 1st, 2012. It already premiered. Hopefully, the cash will be flowing to the contestants from the Off the Cheat episodes. Will be shown in binge with bunches of 4. Cheat episodes launch. Cheat episodes 1 to 4 launch on March. Already launched on March 1st. Cheat episodes 5 to 8 will launch on tomorrow, and Cheat episodes 9 to 12 will launch on March 15th. All right, Cheat is about brains and wits and the ability to be able to tell barefaced lies. Each episode starts with 4 brave players who have their knowledge to put to the ultimate test as they bluff and blag across 3 rounds to avoid elimination and build a potential jackpot of over £50,000, almost $62,000 here. There's just one crucial rule, however. Don't get caught. What do y'all think about this?
Well, I can tell you, I think Cheat sounds very interesting. That is one I definitely want to check out. We'll see how it does because I know the game show that Howie Mandel did on their bullshit, which was about lying too, did not wind up, I guess, doing very well, and they canceled it. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm really intrigued to see it.
Michael?
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how. And to follow up, what remind me, what was that game show that Howie did on Netflix?
Bullshit, the game show.
Who would have thought Nels had a sense of humor?
All right, moving on. We have the TMC and Fox teaming up on Bleep. All right, for the producers of TMC comes an all-new game show. Who the Bleep is that? Set to debut for a 4-week one on Fox stations in 12 major markets: New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Dallas, DC, San Francisco, Houston, Phoenix, Minneapolis, Detroit, Orlando, and Milwaukee. Began yesterday. Who the Bleep is that is a half-hour game show hosted by comedian Jeff Dye, where contestants will have their celebrity knowledge put to the ultimate test as they uncover images focusing on TV, music, sports, politics, historical figures, and social influences. Obscure images of celebrities are shown to contestants and slowly become clear to reveal current photos, throwback photos, sketches, actors, and movie roles, image of famous people in relationships, and more. The first contestant to buzz and guess correctly wins the point. And after 3 rounds, the contestant with the most points gets the chance to play for the grand prize of $5,000. Host Jeff Dye said, "Who the bleep is that? Finally, a game show that doesn't suck. Who the bleep is that is produced by TMC Studios and is second produced by Harvey Levin, Tom Ruff, Ryan Reagan, Charles Lapoudiere, and Jess Fusco, with co-executive producer Susan Favre."
So you're trying to guess the celebrities in a variety of things, right?
Yeah.
On the cover, anyone?
Yeah.
Who thinks that should be back?
I don't know. Turd.
I think this show sounds really cool. It sounds like it's got a chance to have a lot of humor involved with it.
Does the guessing celebrities portion remind you a little bit of On the Cover?
I don't recognize the name of that show, so
it was also a pop culture
hosted
game show.
It was hosted by Mark L. Wahlberg.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, it seems like it could be really funny in my opinion.
So I'm guessing this is another pop culture show.
Yep, another pop culture show. Oh, Michael, you got your wish. Remember in our last episode, in prior episodes to this, Michael, when Snake in the Grass was in development, Michael hated Bobby Bones. All right.
I hated him since he won Dancing with the Stars.
And you say he can't dance.
Yeah, just like you.
Bobby Bones fronted social experiment Snake in the Grass won't be turned into USA Network. The NBC Universal Cable Network has canceled the reality series after 1 season. It comes after the broadcaster renewed Blake Shelton and Carlson Daly's Barmageddon for a second season after it became its best series premiere in nearly 3 years. Well, you're not surprised, are you, Michael?
USA Network, I have this to say to you.
Michael,
That
you're
show
really
sucks from the very
enjoying this.
beginning.
Michael, you're just enjoying this, are you?
Yep. I
Oh,
hated this
wow.
show with a capital
Turd.
passion.
What did you think about all this?
I've decided that I'm going to enjoy it just because it's annoying Michael.
Oh, bad. Now I gotta do the TV ratings. Now I gotta
Alrighty.
do the TV ratings time. Lord is only what have we done. All right. Sunday
I'll be on-
split first and Sunday's ratings. Okay, you'll be on mute.
I'll be silent until the
Sunday
ratings. Until food chain.
Gotcha. Sunday in Sunday's TV ratings, ABC's American Idol led Sunday in the demo, while CBS's 60 Minutes clocked in with the night's biggest audience. Leading out of 60 Minutes, which drew 6.7 million total viewers in the 0.5 demo rating, and pending possible adjustment due to a slightly delayed start, the Equalizer 5.2 million, 0.4, East New York 4.7 million, 0.3, and NCIS Los Angeles 4.2 million, 0.3, were all down a tenth in the demo, though East New York is looking at its best total audience since January 15th. Leaning out a Dateline rerun on NBC, Magnum PI 3.5 million, 0.2, and The Blacklist 1.7 million, 0.1 both dipped the new demo lows. AFE 4.9 million, 0.6, and Idol 5.4 million, 0.7 were both steady, while The Company You Keep 2.2 million, 0.2 dipped. Fox's The Simpsons 940K, 0.2, The Great North 670K, 0.2, and Bob's Burgers 760K, 0.2, and Family Guy 840K, 0.3, each dropped some eyeballs. All right. Friday's ratings. Fox's Friday Night SmackDown was, as usual, number one in the demo, while CBS's Blue Bloods, as it often does, copped the largest audience. NBC's Lopez versus Lopez, with 1.9 million total viewers in the 0.2 demo rating, tied season lows, with his season 2 premiere move to a new night. Grand Crew 1.1 million, 0.1 returned far below both his freshman averages and what Young Rock was averaging in its time slot. SWAT 5 million, 0.3 was up in viewers and steady in the demo. Blue Blood 6 million, 0.4 was steady in the demo and is looking at possibly its best audience since January 13th. And Fire Country 5.8 million, 0.4 dipped to its lowest tallies of 2023. SmackDown 2.3 million, 0.5 dipped. ABC Shark Tank 3.6 million, 0.4 dipped. And the CW's Whose Line Is It Anyway 520K, 0.1 dropped some eyeballs. All right, Thursday's ratings. CBS's Young Sheldon led Thursday both in total viewers and the demo. ABC Station 19, 3.8 million total viewers in the 0.5 demo rating per Nielsen Finals was steady, while Grey's Anatomy 3.1 million, 0.4 matches audience low and also dipped in the demo. Back from a 3.5-month break, Alaska Daily 2.8 million, 0.2 was right on par with its fall finale 2.5 million, 0.2, and its fall average is 2.9 million, 0.2. Young Sheldon 7.6 million, 0.6 repost volumes was steady in the demo. Ghost 6.5 million, 0.5, and Todd 4.6 million, 0.3 dipped, and CSI Vegas 3.2 million, 0.3 ticked up. The CW's Walker 620K, 0.1 hit an audience low, while fellow Bubble drama Walker Independence 441K, 0.0 matched lows with its finale. Fox's Next Level Chef 2 million, 0.4, Animal Control 1.5 million, 0.3, and Call Me Cat 1.2 million, 0.2 were all steady. All right, in Wednesday's ratings, CBS's Survivor opener landed in a freeway tie for the Wednesday demo win, while NBC Chicago Fire copped the night's biggest audience. Chicago Man with 6.4 million total viewers in the 0.6 demo rating, and Fire 6.6 million, 0.6 read about Sever Right's exit were both steady, while PD 4.9 million, 0.5 dipped. Survivor 4.6 million, 0.6 was down just a tick from its year ago opener. The True Lies premiere 3.2 million, improved on Good Sam's year ago Cops 2.1 million, 0.2. ABC's The Conners 3.3 million, 0.4. The Goldbergs 2.2 million, 0.3. Abbott Elementary 2.4 million, 0.4, and Not Dead Yet 2.1 million, 0.3, all dipped, with The Conners and Abbott both eyeing at least season lows, while A Million Little Things 1.6 million, 0.2 was steady. Fox's The Masked Singer 3.6 million and 0.5, and Special Forces World's Toughest Test 1.6 million, 0.3, both dipped, with the latter's finale hitting and tying season lows. The CW's The Flash 570K 0.1 hit its season 9 audience. For Kung Fu 410K 0.1 in turn rebounded from last week's audience low. All right, Tuesday's ratings. CBS's FBI led Tuesday in total viewers, while there was a four-way tie for the nightly demo win. FBI with 6.8 million viewers and a 0.5 rating, and Most Wanted 4.7 million, 0.3. Both were steady in the demo, while International 5.6 million, 0.4 was up in viewers and steady in the demo. NBC's Night Court, 3.6 million, 0.5, and American Idol, 1.8 million, 0.3, were steady. They already renewed La Bria's two-part season finale, drew 1.9 million, 0.2, and then 1.77 million, 0.2, with the latter marking its second smallest audience ever. ABC's The Rookie matched its smallest audience since January 10th, 4.1 million, and also dipped in the demo to a 0.5. Feds 2.8 million, 0.3, and Will Trent 2.7 million, 0.3 was steady. The CW's Winchesters delivered its biggest audience since November 22nd, 489K, and was steady in the demo with a 0.1. Fox's 911 Lone Star 3 million, 0.5 hit an audience low, but was steady in the demo, after which NQ's 1.6 million, 0.2 fell to season lows. Monday's ratings, ABC's The Bachelor and NBC's HEG All-Stars tied for the nightly demo win on CBS's NCIS Cop Monday's biggest audience. Fox's Alert Missing Persons Unit opened its double episode finale with 2.4 million total viewers, its largest Monday and the best its premiere audience, while matching its demo low of 0.2. The second episode drew 2.2 million, also up versus last week, and another 0.2. NBC's AGT All-Stars 5.1 million, 0.6 ticked up in the demo with its season finale. Quantum League 2 million, 0.3 was up a bit in audience from its previous episode. ABC's The Bachelor 2.9 million, 0.6 ticked up in the demo, while The Good Doctor 3.1 million, 0.3 was flat. CBS's The Neighborhood 6 million, 0.5, and NCIS Hawaii 5 million, 0.3 were staying in the demo, while Bob Ashola 5.5 million, 0.5, and NCIS episode 450, 6.8 million, 0.5 ticked up.
And those are the ratings. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for.
Yes, it's time for another round of the Gameshow Speak Podcast host, Food Chain. Today we're going to do the host of Jeopardy.
Yes, and here is Dante with the rules.
I sure will. And here are the rules. Now, one, this is basically our opinion. Rule 2, we're only counting one person's hosting tenure as one hosting tenure, even if we do separate stints. And normally, rule number 3, we wouldn't include guest host, and that's what we'll still do, of course. And of course, we're going to have to count the spin-offs of Jeopardy. So Jeopardy.
So you mean to tell me we're counting Pat Sajak from that April Fool's show that he did?
No. We're not counting Pat Sajak from the April Fool's episode. No. So no.
We're not counting the other guest hosts either.
So we're counting Jep and we're counting Rock and Roll Jeopardy.
So no on the guest host from that.
No guest host.
37 season.
Nope.
And also Sports Jeopardy too.
I'm sorry?
Also Sports Jeopardy.
Sports Jeopardy. Okay, we can count that as well. Sports Jeopardy we can count as well. All right. Go ahead and start. Yeah, go ahead and start.
I'll do it in chronological order.
Go ahead.
Alrighty. In chronological order, we go all the way to 1964. That's when Jeopardy first premiered. This man would host all the way till 1979. Art Fleming.
Art Fleming. Now this was the format where, of course, we have the questions. Well, they'll give you the answers, but they'll give you the questions. I know Mark Griffin created that format, and of course, he created me. Thank you. I mean, the set itself is cool enough. Art Fleming, man, what can we say about Art Fleming? He's a good host. I mean, and I heard from Connor Higgins' story that they moved Jeopardy up to it from its normal time, so from 11 to 8, because ABC had a new president at that point in time. It was a female. And surprisingly, it did well over that time slot.
In the
But then they moved it again, and then Jeopardy, that version of Jeopardy would be canceled.
And then it was brought again in 1978.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Terry, what are your thoughts on Art Fleming?
You know, truth be told, Art Fleming's got to be way up there. While from everything I hear, he was not the nicest man in the world. I mean, that's technically, I know everybody looks at Alex Trebek as being the man of Jeopardy, but really you got to go back a little further. And Art Fleming was the godfather of the show. So he has to start at number 1, but I can guarantee he's not staying there, but he won't drop far.
All right.
And then we go to the present day. In September the 10th, 1984, the man that was at the helm, and God rest his soul wherever he may, and God rest him wherever he may be. Well, I know he's watching over Jeopardy still today.
Yep.
The legend himself, Alex Trebek.
Man, oh man, what can we say about Alex Trebek? That man was a legend. Wherever I watch Jeopardy, and when Johnny Gilbert says his name, you know he's here. You know he's ready to get some knowledge in. And I grew up watching Jeopardy. I grew up with the sushi bar set. Heck yeah. And that sushi bar set was cool. And I like the bongos theme. The bongos theme was freaking awesome. Man. And Alex Trebek has hosted other shows prior to Jeopardy. He's done To Tell the Truth 1990. He has done Classic Concentration. He has done High Rollers. He has done Double Dare. He's not the Nickelodeon version, but anyway. And wow, he's done a lot.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of pilots. This man is the legend in the building. Without Alex, without Art Fleming and Alex Trebek, Jeopardy wouldn't exist today. And of course, Mark Griffin. So thank you to all 3 of these legends for making Jeopardy what it is.
Absolutely. And it was actually Merv Griffin that actually wrote the final Jeopardy music back in 1964.
And
it was carried over into the 1984 version too.
Okay. All right. Turd, your thoughts on this?
I think that I agree. It's too easy to agree that yes, the best host there has been for Jeopardy has absolutely been Alex Trebek. He was so intelligent. He knew when to throw in a little bit of sense of humor. He was always so respectful to the contestants. Was just very, very classy individual. I will say that, after he had passed, it seemed like he was like the hardest person that was a celebrity for anyone to get over their passing. I'd never seen anything like it before. I mean, that shows what kind of reverence people held him in. So there's absolutely no doubt he's number one, and that's where he's going to wind up staying.
When they renamed the Jeopardy studio as the Alex Trebek stage, what did you think of it?
I thought it was a beautiful tribute to the man. I mean, this man, that man could speak some French. I know he's Canadian. That man can speak some French.
Yeah, I mean, he absolutely deserved it. I mean, you look at kind of like what they did with Bob Barker on Price is Right. He absolutely deserved to have the stage named after him.
Hell yeah. Easily number one.
Next.
Put him up Art Fleming.
Yeah, I wonder who's next.
All right, go ahead. What's number 3?
All right. Then in January the 30th, 1998, a children's version of Jeopardy was ordered under the name Jep, and the host of that time was none other than Bob Bergen.
I'm friends with Bob Bergen on Facebook. I am friends with him.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like I'm about to pass out.
Heck, I'm about to pass out. I was about to pass out too, to be honest. And Bob Bergen I thought he did good as host. I mean, sure, he's no Alex, but he made the show his own. And I like the little challenge. Love how the things can come down. The balls come down on you.
It's almost like if Lammy, the only press your luck, was almost invented.
Yeah, something like
double
that.
whammy. The double whammy.
Bob Bergen did a good job, and Turd, your thoughts on this?
I have seen a couple episodes of Jeff. I never really got to watch a lot of it. I'm a little bit older than the two of you. But, for a kid's version, I thought it was a really good, introduction to the show. And, I feel like, he did a good job with it. Like,
yeah,
I mean, he's not either one of the other two that we've talked about so far. So I think it's simple enough here to put him at 3.
Yeah, because
how cool was it to see some of the sound effects from the current version of Jeopardy on the current?
And I believe they used I think they used the Daily Double graphics from season 18 of Main Jeopardy.
I'm thinking either 18 or 7. No. I know they used. No. It was actually. Let me check. It was either 13 or 14.
We'll go back and look at it.
Or
later.
season 12. Season 12 or 13.
All right, season 12, 13, or 14. But anyway, Bob Bergen did good on his own. Of course, I am friends with him on Facebook.
So I think you were way off on 18.
Yeah, I was way off on that part.
Yeah. So where do we place?
I think Turd said we would put him at 3.
3. All right.
3. All right. So go ahead.
And then about a couple of months later, there is a music version of Jeopardy, which is entitled Rock and Roll Jeopardy.
Yep, on VH1.
The man who hosted it, before his days on Survivor, Jeff Probst.
I thought he did really good with the show. And I actually liked the concept, having normal contestants, but with music-themed categories. I like that concept. That concept was very creative. Good job, VH1. Great job. And the set itself looks nice, of course. And I love the Rock and Roll Jeopardy theme.
Did you know that Jeff Probst actually appeared on the April Fool's 2010 edition to introduce the double Jeopardy round?
Did not know that part.
because I thought to myself after seeing it, man.
Wow.
And after the show ended in 2001, several of the cues from that show were carried over into the syndicated show.
Yes, for the tournaments, for the teen tournament, college tournament,
Kids Week.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Turd, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, Jeff Probst, I thought he did a really, really good job with it. And, like you said, it's nice that there was a spin on it of doing a rock and roll version. I think that was a good direction to go with a specialty one. I would actually probably make him my new number 3.
All righty.
Yeah, I can agree. So we put Bob Organ down at 4 and put Jeff Probst at 3. Now, before we get to our last one, did you know that they were supposed to make a spin-off version of Family Feud, and it was called Rock Feud?
I did not.
And
Who's going to be the host that time?
And when Rock and Roll Jeopardy had normal contestants with musical themed categories, they actually tried to reverse the concept, having the contestants be music themed with the 2001 bands Lit and St. Ferris. And the host was supposed to be comedian Johnny Sanchez. And the questions were supposed to be more edgier types of questions. And it was actually actually that close to hitting on the air. But they changed their minds at the last second.
Wow.
Alrighty. So
thank you,
Higgins,
for giving me that.
So we put Jeff Probst to number 3, moving Bob Bergen down to number 4.
All right.
And then 13 years after the cancellation of Rock and Roll Jeopardy, a spin-off of Jeopardy was ordered on Crackle. This time with a sports variant, Sports Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
And the man who hosted it, Dan Patrick.
Dan Patrick. Now, I've heard of Dan Patrick. I've seen some parts of this episode of the Dan Patrick Show when I had DirecTV. I thought he did good on his show. I haven't actually seen an episode of Sports Jeopardy, mainly because I don't have Crackle. But
so you wouldn't know.
So I wouldn't know. No, I have heard of it. I have heard that it exists. Turd, your thoughts here?
Well, this is definitely one that I can speak pretty well on. I have seen quite a few episodes of Sports Jeopardy. Actually, that's one thing that I have hosted in some of the places I do some of my game show hosting at. And I thought Dan Patrick was a fantastic choice to do it. I feel like he really found the essence of Alex Trebek, but in a sports way. And I thought he would have been one that he'd been given the opportunity, could have, had a chance at taking the actual Jeopardy seat after Alex passed. So I can tell you, I'll tell you, in my opinion, how good he was. He is definitely no lower than 3, and I would consider moving him above Art Fleming.
Wow.
I could have the argument. Someone could make that argument to me, and I would hear it out because he was really good.
I am not going to dispute one bit of it.
That's a big upset. So you know what? Y'all will agree with Turd. Agree with Turd. Put him at number 2. Oh my. No, not number 2. Yeah, I think I'm right. Yeah, number 2.
Yeah, at number 2.
Thank
Moving
you.
Down to 3. And then, do I even have to include him? Season 38 week. Season 38 for 1 week. Mike Richards. Yeah!
Ow! Just ow! He sucked. He sucked.
And with the scandals he's been with, no.
No, hell no. I mean, and I thought his hostess job at Price is Right was suckish.
He sucks as a host, period.
But no, okay, yeah, he does suck as a host. I think Divided on GSN. I thought that was the actual decent show that he did.
And yet I thought he sucked at Pyramid.
Yeah, I know he sucked at Pyramid. Thank God.
Turd, what do you think about this?
Yeah, what do you think about this, Turd? Come on.
Okay, so as a human being, the things that he has said and done are deplorable. Yeah, definitely horrible. As a host, I don't hate him. I don't love him. He's definitely not in my top 5, but I didn't hate him. I didn't hate him, but yeah, that's one of those, like, I couldn't argue him being a top flight host. You know, hell, for one, because he wasn't there long enough to prove it. And I didn't think that he should have gotten it to start with. I thought that there was other candidates that were much better suited to have got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I can't disagree. If you guys said that y'all wanted to put him at the very bottom, I couldn't argue it.
So it's confirmed then.
We're putting him his
Yeah.
dead last. Dead mother.
Out of our misery. And now, after Mike Richards left the job, and thank God he did, they brought in another executive producer in the name of Michael Davies.
Michael Davies, the guy who executive produced.
And they decided to go with 2 permanent hosts. One of them I'm watching right now, Mayim Bialik.
Yep, and Ken Jennings. Don't forget about him.
So we're gonna do these 2.
Okay, we'll do them individually. Okay. Mayim Bialik, she is the perfect. She is the perfect winner to take over primetime Jeopardy. She's perfect, man. She's perfect. I mean, I've seen her on soap on Call Me Ken.
Big Bang Theory.
She did a good job. She did a good job with the tournament, including primetime Celebrity Jeopardy.
And the National College Championship.
Yep, National College Championship. That's right. And she's done exceptional. Turd, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, when it comes to Mayim, I actually personally, and I know that we still have this person to go, but I like her way better than the other person that you were going to bring up next. Way better. I think that she has a love for knowledge, just like Alex did. I think that she's not prone, or like, she's not like too good to make a mistake, but she learns from them. I think she brings a different element to the show. I think it's great to see an intelligent woman there that's able to carry that show. Gives it just a little bit of name recognition with the host. Yeah, I think she is fantastic. I'd have to see all of our numbers again on the list, but I would say I would probably have Mayim. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Probably off the top of my head, probably 4th.
You just like a
What do you think,
Billy
Michael?
Number 4, you think?
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, number 4.
All right, number 4.
And the final one, Ken Jennings. It's 74
Ken
times.
Jennings. No question. The perfect successor to Alex. I mean,
The perfect man.
that's right.
The perfect woman.
Yes. I mean, Ken Jennings is the perfect man to take over syndicated Jeopardy. He has the knowledge like Alex. He has some personality like Alex. And the fact that he plays off with the contestants well. And I actually watched one of the clips from his run on syndicated Jeopardy. I mean, so Ken Jennings cussed on Jeopardy. He actually swore on Jeopardy.
Was it? I think I know what you're talking about. Was it that exhibition game from the TOC?
Yes, in that one. Yes. that one was hilarious. It reminded me of the time when Alex was cussing.
Okay, boomer.
And it reminded me of Alex doing the thing when he said, "Call 24, watch Jeopardy every 24 hours." Everything. You dumb son of a bitch! You ain't gonna watch that show. Oh man!
Now I know. Now I know why you guys roast bells almost all the time.
All right, turn.
Well, here comes our first real disagreement. I am not a fan. I think he is smug. I do not think that he is very much like Alex, as many people, including you guys, say. I never got that feeling from Alex that he was smug, thought he was better than people, and I get that from Ken. I'm not saying that he doesn't know how to host the show, but I don't love the idea and the feeling of watching someone that just comes off as so smug. And I have to keep repeating that word. So that's one. I'm sure you guys are going to have him way up there. I would definitely, he would at the very best be fifth for me, and I would possibly consider him going even lower.
Come on, Turk. Come on, Turk. Ken is the perfect successor to Alex. Because he has the knowledge.
You mean perfect male successor?
Like I said, I have to argue with you on it because I don't like Ken's smug attitude, and I think it flies in the face of what Alex was about with the show. And that's where I say that's why I've always kind of been on the team Mayim side, is that she's not that way. She is, down to earth. She doesn't think that she knows more than everybody else. Whereas Ken, and he probably does know more than most people, but yeah, I don't like the cockiness at all. So, and me as a viewer, that turns me off of watching the show.
So me and Michael, where are we gonna put Ken?
If you say we're putting him at 5, then so be it.
That's my opinion. If you guys feel he deserves to be higher,
I think
you might feel he deserves
to be higher than that. Ken.
Okay, so think of it this way. Okay, do you think he's better than Alex?
I don't think he's better than Alex, but
he does. Do you think he's better than? Is he better than Art Fleming?
Dante?
I laughed all day.
That's gonna be a kind of.
Okay, so if you think he's kind of better than him, then that means you definitely think he's better than Dan Patrick, definitely better than Mayim. So, because we had them below Art Fleming. We had Art Fleming at 2. So we
I guess
had.
we can all agree he's way better than Mike Richards.
Yes, no doubt, absolutely no doubt.
Can you and one
Anyway, so Michael, where do we want to put Ken?
That's a tough one.
Who wants that? Dude, this is tough because Ken does a great job. That's a great job.
Plus, he's a 74-time champ on that.
Yes. It's a conundrum to me. How about we put them in a tie with Mayim? How about that?
Tie with Mayim?
Yes, tie with
Does
Mayim.
does that seem fair to you? Tie with Mayim?
So yeah, if you y'all are wanting to put basically 2 number 2s.
We're basically putting them in a tie, basically. They both did a good job.
In a tie. Because they split it.
Well, here I think this will be a fair way to do it, and I do not agree that he's this high, but then I would say make him number 3 then, because he has had 1 season basically to host. Art Fleming, who we think is way up there, hosted this thing for way over a decade. Surely we do not think someone that is the godfather of Jeopardy, that hosted it for 15, 16 years, however many years it was, has been beaten by somebody that's hosted it for a year.
See fair, Michael?
That'll settle it.
All right.
I'll run it down. Of course, number 1, Alex Trebek.
I'm not doing it.
And number 2, I think, was Dan Patrick, I believe.
No, number 2 was Art Fleming.
Number 2. Oh, number 2. Yeah, number 2 was Art Fleming. Number 3 was, I think, Ken.
3 was Ken. It was Ken.
Yep, free scan.
4 was
4 would have been Dan Patrick.
Dan Patrick. 5
would be Mayim.
Number 6 is, I think, Jeff Probst or
Jeff Probst.
7 is Bob Bergen.
Right.
And it's dead last. Mike Richards.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. That's the change. That's all 8 hosts of Jeopardy. And I guess Michael closes out.
And we shall indeed. All righty. Game Show Fanatics, thank you so much for watching this grand episode of the Gameshow Speak Podcast. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Give me your thoughts on all the topics. And also on our food chain. Subscribe to Dante Pippin. Hit the notification bell whenever we just live stream with this one at all times. Check out the Game Show Lounge YouTube channel. Subscribe to yours truly, Mike Bombardier. And also a big thanks to Turd Ferguson as well. And we must now bid each and every one of you adieu. So, until we see you next week with your hands on your buzzers, Turd, say famous line. That's where you go.
Turd.
That's where you go. I'm Turd Ferguson, and you sure...
You sure as hell aren't.
There you go. So, until we see you next week with another grand episode of the Gameshow Speak Podcast, with your hands on your buzzers once again. Goodbye, Game Show fanatics. Mwah. And good night. Bang.
That's not your buzzer, Dante.